You're decoding his dick.
Yeah.
There it is. Tap in, press X. Beautiful. Nicely done. What were you saying, though?
I had this mic on the wrong pattern setting for maybe 30 minutes, but I switched it back a while ago. So it's probably just going to sound a little awkward on my end, so I apologize for that in advance, but it should be a little bit dialed.
I'm not terribly a loud talker anyway, so...
I am a very loud talker. I'm annoying as shit, and I know it.
You project much better than I do, which is actually nice. I need to kind of level up that skill a little bit. It's also just the way my voice carries.
Ooh, help me solve this. Secret.
Yeah, you got it.
Right?
Yeah. I actually love riddles.
Me too.
Security. It's cool that it actually makes other words.
I mean, it would be cooler if there was 6 options instead of just 3. True. That would be cool, because then you'd really have to solve it.
I like the old riddle. So, like, from when Jim Carrey was the Riddler, like, there was a couple riddles in that movie that he had to solve. None of them really amazing, but, like...
What'd you think of the riddles in the Batman one?
They're okay.
I thought they're okay.
I thought they could have been dumb. The thumb drive one is really dumb.
I thought so too.
The I grew up as a seed, tough as a weed. I thought that was okay. Rata lata. You know, a rat with wings sounds an awful lot like a bat to me.
Dude, do you remember when he's like interrogating him and he's like, "What are you showing me that for? Come on,
come on."
That scene, I legit laughed hell hard.
Dude,
in the theater.
How could you not? Oh,
it's
man.
So funny. What the hell are you showing me that for? Come on.
I actually like Jim Carrey's riddles the most.
I like Jim Carrey's The Riddler.
I do too.
He's a little over the top, but I liked it.
You can't help but, because there's only been 2 main live action portrayals. I mean, there was the Adam West Riddler too. You know, I can't like rule that out as well. But
my favorite's the Lego Batman Riddler.
I barely remember that movie. That movie was like a fever dream.
I was referring to the video game. Thank you very much.
Oh.
Did you ever play the game?
Yeah.
Lego Batman? I thought it was cool, actually.
I have Lego Batman on the Wii.
I actually liked the first Lego Batman. I
have all of them on PC, so the minute we do get my PC out here...
You want to play them?
I'm down.
Oh, we got to go see... Okay, let's go rescue this hostage, and then we'll go to Bane.
Buy them on the PlayStation, even, maybe. And then we get trophies. And you know I love trophies.
Me too. I've been more trophy hunting the older I've gotten than I've ever been. Have you ever been, like... Have you ever gotten serious about, like, achievement hunting in game? Or trophy hunting in games?
Every here and there, if I'm close. Like, the Spider-Man games bring that out in me, because they're not terribly hard to get.
Yeah.
I think the key to getting me invested in a trophy game, or like a game to fill out the trophies, is make it very natural to get like 80% of them, I would say, and then make the last 20% like a little laborious, because then I'll be like, oh, I'm so close, like I should
might as well finish this out, regardless of how hard it is.
Yeah, exactly. That's when you get me on board the most, I would say.
Yeah.
Is that accurate for you too, or?
Oh yeah, I have a couple platinum trophies.
I do too.
But like the Borderlands games, I'm trying to platinum those. I've never like actively gone out of my way to be like, okay, I'm trying to get the fucking, you know what I mean? Like from pretty much 0 getting all the trophies. But it's making it more interesting for me to go back and replay games, because then it's like, oh, it's a cool way to kind of go take a trip down memory lane, but also get all the shit that I never got as a kid, you know?
The game I actually want to do that with is probably the Souls games. I know it's probably going to be absurdly difficult, but it's just a new way for me to enjoy the games again.
Sure.
So
I just think the thing that sucks about doing that is the games I've platinumed, I really haven't touched again, because I have no reason to go back and play them at all.
Oh, that's not true for me. Like if I were to platinum the Souls games, I would still absolutely like continue to play them more.
Like the Resident Evil 4, I have a platinum on that, on the original.
Okay.
The only reason I even replayed the game now is for the channel. I mean,
okay.
But even before that, I didn't replay the game. Well, okay, that's not true. I guess for my own personal game, gain, I did not replay Resident Evil 4 after I platinumed it. But every time I did replay it, it was like my ex-girlfriend wanted to watch me play all the games, so I played Resident Evil 4. You get what I mean? And
Your
then
current girlfriend.
my current girlfriend, of course. A lot hairier girlfriend.
Listen, babies.
But I don't know, like platinum, like once I platinum a game, it just there's fucking video camera.
Nice.
I mean, unless it's a story-driven game, then I might go back and
I did not look at something like The Last of Us for platinums at all.
No, that's because you can't platinum that game because you have to have like multiplayer trophies.
Well,
and the multiplayer's dead.
Even The Last of Us 2, for instance. Like, I did not look to platinum that game. I just kind of enjoyed the experience for what it was.
Sure.
I feel like it's hard for me to get invested in a very heavily story-driven game and be like, all right, I'm going to platinum this. Because it feels like it takes me out of the experience if I'm like in gamer mode, like tightening the headband is like, okay, like I got to do this with 0 deaths or whatever. It's like, I can't be detected in this segment. Like, if your game is like, I don't want to think about that if I'm in like a heavily story-based game.
Yeah.
Like, games I platinumed are Dragon Ball Fighters, the Spider-Man games, Sly Cooper, Thievius Raccoonus.
Do you think Sparking Zero is going to have a story?
Surely, yeah. You'll probably just do like a Kakarot thing and just go through.
You think so?
I'd like it if it was more inventive than that. I would
like it if it took place between Boo and the end of Z.
I'll give credit to Xenoverse that they did their thing to make their story entirely original. Of just like, oh yeah, you're a time patroller. You're just making sure shit in time goes the way it's supposed to. And there's like anomalies in time, and you're supposed to fix them. There's no shame in cheating if you admit you cannot solve my challenge. Bitch, there hasn't been a riddle I failed to solve. Yeah, I don't know what approach they would take with this, because I mean the Tenkaichi games are very like along the main timeline you're playing throughout history, which apparently except for Tenkaichi 2, which you guys will see that game one day. We could even do it sooner rather than later. It doesn't matter.
What do you mean, Budokai 2?
No, Budokai Tenkaichi 2.
Have you touched that game at all?
No, really? I'm very much looking forward to it, but I have not gotten to it yet.
What the fuck? Why did this?
Did you open up a different
I opened
path?
up the wrong side, I think. Okay, hold on. Sorry, not to derail the conversation. I'm just trying to legit figure this out. Okay, so we're good here.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this one now. There we go.
There you go. Nice. To be real, Batman, I don't know how you fucked this up. There's only 3 things to hit in the room. Help me! That's what you sound like.
Is this not where we're supposed to be?
No, hold on. I think you're good. Yeah, see, he's got it. He's a brain genius. Yeah, looking forward to getting to it. And I'm curious, actually, how long it will take us to get through Budokai 2. Because...
And you have Budokai 3, right?
I do.
The only game you don't have is Budokai Tenkaichi 1, right?
I believe so. I don't think that'll be that hard of a get, to be honest. I could even go on Amazon. Let me take a little gander. Let me see how reasonable this is. I also don't own Dragon Ball Z Infinite World, which is essentially Budokai 4.
625.
Oh yeah, $35
for Tenkaichi?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot cheaper than Tenkaichi 2.
Tenkaichi 3, $312.
And Tenkaichi 2 was, I think, 80 or 90 bucks.
Yep. So,
wow, why is the first one, is that like everyone's least favorite one? Is
very
that why?
likely. They kind of got the, like, it feels very on rails. The fighting doesn't feel as like clean, but I mean it's fine. I wouldn't mind.
Tenkaichi 2 felt like it, from what we played, it felt a lot like 3.
Yeah, it felt just about as good as 3. But yeah, very much looking forward to getting to all those games. And there's, I mean, I could even play the more obscure ones. Like I could pick up like Burst Limit or
Yeah, see, I don't know about all the random Dragon Ball games. I want to play some of those
we should. We absolutely
because
should.
I just want to see how they play. I'm
I think
curious.
Ultimate Tenkaichi was supposed to be like a successor to Budokai, if I'm remembering correctly. If I'm remembering the right game. But like I said, Infinite World also existed. I did not own Infinite World. I would love to. But yeah, that's legitimately like Tenkaichi 4. And then they have the Shin Budokai games on the PSP. I only played a little bit of Super Dragon Ball Z, but that's like more of like a fighty game. But it's pretty cool. Like there's like the actual arenas that you're in. I did not play Raging Blast 1. But now I have both those games, so. And the Raging Blast games are pretty cool. They're trying to be like a successor to Tenkaichi. Oh, nice, dude. Nice shot. Far better. My bad. I guess we can't. I guess we can't get a hole in one twice today. I mean,
Dude, holy shit. I can't fucking believe that happened.
yeah, that was fucking godlike, by the way.
Holy fucking shit, though. I've like...
Subscribe to DualShock for more fucking... Nice. Good shit. What were we talking about primarily? What was the
talking
main...
about fucking Dragon Ball games. Like, random Dragon Ball games. You were explaining some of them to me. And then you're talking about Ultimate Tenkaichi being, like, the true... or supposed to be the successor. You're just going off about Dragon Ball
Raging
games.
Blast... the Raging Blast games feel a lot like Tenkaichi.
Okay.
But they're just a little different mechanically. They do pretty much the same things, just the way they do them. And then they add like a little... it's not really that cool of a mechanic. Like visually it's cool the first time you see it, but you can like knock your opponent into structures and they'll like stay there stuck for a while. But yeah, Xenoverse is alright. I did not get into the Xenoverse, like... I missed the Xenoverse craze late. Because when... Xenoverse 1 came out, I was like, this looks dumb.
People, like, are... For everyone that talks about those games that I know are pretty positive on them. And from what little I've seen of Xenoverse, they just look bland to me. They just don't look like they have anything that make them stand out. I know that's, like, some people are going to be like, what the fuck? But, like...
It was the actual fighting that felt decent. Which, I mean, you know, it still feels okay. I don't know. It's hard for me to like explain exactly how Xenoverse
I think
feels.
Sparking Zero looks way better than Xenoverse. From what little I've seen of that, like, I mean, its art style, its combat, all of it looks like just fucking peak, dude. Like, it looks way better than Xenoverse to me.
Which, I mean, visually, like just pure visuals, like Raging Blast still looks quite good. To be
I think
honest.
Raging Blast looks better than Xenoverse too.
And that was a PS. Well, I mean,
I
I
just
guess
think
technically,
the color palette of Xenoverse looks bland, dude. Like, the game just looks bland.
I'll agree to that. Technically, Xenoverse 1 was also a PS3 game, though. But yeah, I did not play Xenoverse originally. I still haven't played Xenoverse 1. The worst Dragon Ball Z game I've ever played is Dragon Ball Z Taikatsu for the Game Boy Advance. That shit sucks. Don't look this way.
Fuck. Who are you talking to? You're like the only one left.
Yeah, bro. I found him, guys. Where's everybody
Where's
gone?
the freaking bed?
Is there any Dragon Ball games that you're like super curious to play that isn't the new Tenkaichi?
I want to get through Kakarot. I actually like Kakarot.
I actually want to play Kakarot too. After seeing what I've seen on the DLC.
Yeah, and what little you and I played, I let you play a little bit of it. You helped me with the Raditz fight and stuff. I like that game. Do I think it's like the most deep fucking combat, like fighters or... No, but I think it's a fun way to get through the story. I like the open world aspect. It seems fun, dude. Like,
it treats every like villain as like a boss, which is interesting. Which I mean, in fairness, I've never seen an approach to like Dragon Ball game like that. So yeah, it treats it more like it's literally just a Dragon Ball RPG. Oh, hey.
Here we go. What the fuck is this here for? Okay.
That's Berenstein Bear.
Containers, Bane. Good. On the ground, prisoner. Now.
The fuck?
Help me, Batman. We must not allow these puppets.
Is this the scene where Rey and Kylo work together in Last Jedi?
Pretty much. I mean, I'm pretty sure he could handle these guys by himself, but that's just me.
Bro, thinking about that, I just realized you still haven't seen Rise of Skywalker.
True.
It's the last Star Wars movie we got to get through.
Begrudgingly so.
Yeah, I still do want you to watch it.
Yeah, I'll watch it. Oh, wait.
You'll see what I mean. It is the worst Star Wars movie of all time. It really is. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Argue with me in the comments if you want. Rise of Skywalker is by far the worst Star Wars movie ever
I haven't
made.
watched it, and I'll argue you.
Yes, all of the prequels are better.
Freaking, you know what does have my interest, actually? X-Men. Just in general, like animated.
Brother, we gotta watch Days of Future Past. I gotta have you watch that movie.
What did you say before? Fucking yesterday is today, tomorrow, or something like that? Today, tomorrow.
Days of tomorrow, tomorrow's
yeah, something
yesterday.
like that.
Today's tomorrow's yesterday.
So, X-Men, what is the new animated series for it? Like X-Men 99 or some shit like that?
97.
Yeah, X-Men 97.
It's a continuation of an older animation, though.
Which I've been wanting to watch that, but more so I've been wanting to watch the original animated series.
The original animated series is good, but I'm more of an X-Men Unlimited fan. Or no, X-Men Evolution.
Same. But, you know, I've just been wanting to, like, absorb that X-Men content. And
Yeah.
it's, like, big throwback and nostalgia. I want to see how it sets up, like, what is the Meteor X or something like that? I want to see how it sets up Apocalypse. Like, I want to see, like, you know, them actually dig more into the Mutant Registration Act, which is, like, so much of what the X-Men, like, encompasses. Which, you know, it's interesting how political something like the X-Men is. The first movie is, like, very political. Which, I mean, it kind of goes into the question of, like, Civil War, too.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, oh, yeah, of course, like, I want my freedom of... Bro could definitely break out of there.
So I used you instead. What? Simple. You rounded up the remaining Titan. Now, I can destroy it. Stop!
Okay, but like,
Whoops.
I don't think a gate like that would stop
True.
Bane.
These tiny birds! What will I ever do?
Bro's literally stopped by, like, pool noodles right now for him.
Jesus Christ, Batman.
Not really on my A game today, am I? And then, yeah, I definitely want to watch the... Oh, you got a little collateral damage. Definitely want to watch the original 90s.
What did you think of Logan?
I thought it was good. I already knew going into it that it wasn't a superhero movie, which in retrospect, I'm even more happy to the point where it wasn't Marvelified. Fuck all that.
Right. It was a lot darker of a film. Logan was really good.
It was just trying to be a good movie that happened to be about superheroes.
Yeah, it felt more about like a just, yeah, 100%. It just felt like...
Oh, get your claw. Back claw.
Oh, yeah, good call. But that's what I liked about it, too, is that it just felt like a good film that happened to be with X-Men characters. Like,
yeah, like, I thought it was super interesting. Like, I knew...
The shame that the fucking the director of that movie made the new Indiana Jones.
Technically,
And I did not like
I've
the
said
new
this
Indiana
before, you could argue that if the Mutant Registration Act was enabled, all the mutants at the X Academy wouldn't have had to have died.